You've seen him every day walking beside the Combs family. Charlie Lucci has been a steady presence throughout this trial. I'm Danita Chantel, and I spoke to him outside the courthouse as the jury began deliberating. Been friends with Sean for 30 years. You've been at the courtroom every day supporting. How do you feel?
I feel sad for my friend that he has to be in here for crimes that he didn't commit. And it's, and if they can do that to a billionaire, imagine what they can do to a person, that's not a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can just come out there and put a rumor on you, a lie on you, and just go hard on it with no proof. Every other week they're changing the narrative. Now before they said he did all these cases, now they're saying, well, it was only 3 women. It's only 3 situations. They went from saying that they was going to bring forth dozens of victims, multiple victims, right? They're playing with the words because anything more than one is multiple, right? It's only 2 victims, and not even victims. These are his ex-girlfriends. But they made the public think that these was random people, that he was running around drugging random people, having gratuitous sex and rape with random people. These are his girlfriends that was consenting to do these things with him. All of them was, oh, I love when we do our freak offs. I can't wait to do my freak off. Oh, he called Cassie one morning and said, what you doing? Oh, he just said, good morning, how you feeling? What you thinking about? I'm thinking about I want to freak off so bad. That's what she's saying. So, because one day, one girl finds out about another girl, so she blacks out about, I don't want to do the freak off because so. Yeah, you're mad because you just found out he was taking Young Miami on the trip. You just found out he was spending money on this girl. So now you're complaining about the freak off. So now they showed that, okay, she wanted to do 78 freak offs, but the 2 that she didn't want to do, we're going to try to get him and put him in jail for that. That don't make any sense.
And you bring the mom, how are the children doing?
They're upset that the government or you know what I'm saying, would do something like that to an entrepreneur and a man like this guy. He's always talking about preaching black excellence and how we all should stay together as a family, as a team. And this guy will help anybody. And that's the crazy. He employed more black people than any black entrepreneur. Women that was complaining about him talked about how much a great boss he is, how he inspired them, how he taught them stuff, how they learned from him. And they all said they wanted their life back. Now they're crying, we want every last one of them said they wanted their life back. Go build your own life. It didn't work out with you and this guy. Go that way. Jane dove over a dozen times. And it's documented. He told, let's be friends. We don't have to do this. We don't have to. He told her we didn't want to do a freak off no more. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make love to you. We don't do no more freak off. She said, yeah, right, whatever. She said, I tell you what, we can do a freak off and we do make love one night and then tomorrow we'll do a freak off. He said, no, I'm going to go cold turkey. She said, no, you're not. You're going to crack before a year. She said, I tell you what, so we don't have the pressure. We do 1 and 1. Mm-hmm. He's telling her, I don't want to do it no more. She's telling him, no, I know what you like, so what we're going to do, you're going to do 1 for me with just me and you, and then we'll do your freak off. Then we're going to do 1 for you. She's doing a trade-off. So that don't sound like nobody that's coerced. If anybody was sex trafficked, he was. This guy was spending the damn money, taking care of he's paying, she's on the stand in front of this guy, paying her legal fees. And she's standing across from him, testifying against him. Look at the irony of that. Then the disrespect. Then she's living in a house that he pays for her. Still, they ain't even together. The baby father only gives her $4,700 a month, right? He's a multi-millionaire. He gives her $4,700 a month for her kid. Sean paying $10,000. That's not his kid, and they're not even together, and he's paying the rent. Cassie, $30 million. $30 million. And you sit there and testify in front of the guy, and you're involved in all of the stuff. Everybody, and like I said, I don't care. I don't mean, again, I don't want to come off like I'm victim shaming, because these aren't victims, period. If there was a victim, I would be a little more, but this is a straight up money grab. This man's here fighting for his life, and it's unfair for them to do that. It's like every couple of years they do something to a black entertainer, a black celebrity. They gotta do it. I don't understand what the hell's going on. I really don't want to say it's racist, but I'm having a real hard problem and a hard time not feeling it. It has a lot of racial tone to me. It might not be racist, but it has racist tone. And it's sad. This man is in this building for 10 months. And they have not proven one daggone thing. Everything's hearsay. Hearsay.
Look, how is he
Oh,
feeling?
he looks great. He's focused. Again, he's a selfless guy. All he do is ask about how we feeling. Are we eating? Are we taking care of ourselves? He can't wait to get home to get back with his daughters. And think about this. This man missed his twins' graduation. He missed his twins' prom, right? He missed their birthdays. Then he also missed his other daughter going to NYU. He missed her first semester taking to school and all that kind of stuff, right? He missed his son's birthday. He missed his other son's birthday. He's missing all these Christmases, Thanksgiving. He got a little brand new baby. He's missing her time, and they don't nobody seem to care about that. His mother's 86. She's not like, come on, this is ridiculous. And the fact that they have not proven one thing, like if you could prove one thing to me and be like, okay, he did that. Domestic violence, okay, but this is not what you got him up here for. He's heartbroken about what he did. But understand this, though. Let's be clear. He was in a dark place when he committed the heinous acts against Cassie, right? He was high. He was on drugs, and she was on drugs. Most people on drugs act erratic. It's the reason why you don't let your drunk uncle drive you home, because he's impaired. It's the reason why you're not going to let your drunk niece or cousin or high nephew babysit your daughter at the house or your kid at the house, because he's impaired. It's the reason why you're not going to let a person that's drunk or on drugs walk on the train to try to catch the train. It's the reason why the bartender take your keys when you're drunk, because you're not sober-minded. Right. Yeah. How many times you heard, oh, don't invite Michael, he's been drinking, he's going to come here acting up. Michael come to the birthday party, he's good. Give Michael a couple of drinks, he want to fight everybody at the party. And then the next morning, he don't remember he did that. Right? So, and then when they talk about these phone calls Puff was making, he was making these phone calls because now he's in a sober mind state. So he's asking, what was I doing? Did I really do that? Did this happen? Blah, 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 blah. He don't remember because it was so long ago, and he was in a dark place when he was going through all that.
Talk to us about people that may say they want him behind bars for the rest of their life.
Oh, if they come for Puff, they come for you too. Let's see how you like it. Let's see how you like when the government goes in your bedroom and tell you that your wife can't have a vibrator in her left drawer. That's all this is about. We're here talking about a man's bedroom. We're talking about what this man doing in his bedroom. We're not talking about nothing else he did. We're not talking about him snatching people off the street. We're not talking about this man abducting people and slipping drinks. When they was out here saying that there was kids in this thing, right? And that's what they did. It was so slick. It was so slick. It was like this was slick. They put out. I wouldn't say they put out there. They allowed it to get out there that there was children in this case, right? They allowed it to get out there. There was people getting slipped Mickeys and roofies and all that kind of stuff in this case. None of that was true. They could have distinguished that fire. They could have had some type of. They could have had a little more dignity. But listen, Mr. Combs is not being charged with anything with any children. He's not being charged with anything with drugging anybody. This is a isolated situation between him and two of his girlfriends. That's it. No, they didn't want to say that. They let everybody believe there was kids in it. So what they did was they neutralized his support system. Because if I didn't know him and I heard about kids, I'd have went that way too. Like, oh man, he must be grabbing kids. I did the same thing. Oh, he's doing this to women. No, I'd have went that way too because they don't know. Now, 10 months later, people getting it now. Oh, ain't no kids in here. Ain't this happening. This is about baby oil and lubricant. Then they're talking about the videotapes. Well, Kim Kardashian had a videotape. We'll say who else had one. I think Britney Spears had one. China the wrestler had one. Paris Hilton had one. Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had one. And the list goes on. Why are they not behind bars for a videotape?
How are you doing?
Great, man. I'm just in here fighting for my brother. That's it. That's all I'm about. Fighting for him and speaking up for him. And I'm not letting nobody talk nothing that's not facts. I'm a God-fearing man. If it was something heinous behind this, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you. I got children. I have sisters, nieces. I got to answer to them when I stand up here and I take up for something that's wrong, right? So I'm standing up here as a proud father, son, brother, cousin, uncle, to tell y'all that they're lying on the man. And if you do your fact check and you see what the charges are, it don't fit. Like I told y'all before, Freako is not a RICO.